At the crack of dawn every day, the fishermen in the coastal region of Pondicherry in South India set out in their catamarans. This epic struggle of man against sea and waves is a ritual enacted here from time immemorial. And the simple act of earning their livelihood gives nobility to both profession and people. But what was once only a fisherman's village is today fast becoming one of India's premier tourist destinations. And a melange of influences from its historical past, its political heritage and geographical features has given the place a unique flavour. Pondicherry lies on the Coromandel coast about 150 kilometres south of Madras. The township itself is distinguished by a 3-kilometre long esplanade which skirts the town and encloses its tourist attractions. The area was acquired in the 17th century by a Frenchman as a trading post for the French East India Company. And with every subsequent Governor-General from France, the place began to acquire importance. But it was Dupleix who was the most ambitious of them. The subsequent battles between the French and the British notwithstanding, Pondicherry came under French domination, and it was only in 1954 that the region, along with other French pockets, was returned to India. The composite culture which Pondicherry inherited has given the place its abiding grace and elegance. The city itself is oval-shaped with streets aligned at right angles, and the skillfully planned town remains to this day a pleasant feature. In the Pondicherry Museum, along with the artifacts and excavations of its ancient past, are preserved the relics of the French heritage. The study and chamber of Dupleix, Governor-General of Pondicherry, is replicated to the minutest detail, with the lamps and other features on his desk arranged as it must have been once upon a time. In another corner, the lifestyle of an average French family is recreated. The souvenirs, cutlery and furniture all transporting the visitor to a bygone era whose magic still remains. But giving modern Pondicherry its real character are the signs of French architecture found in the numerous buildings and houses, all of which are today a testament to the style and elegance of the past. The beach town promotes an easy, laid-back lifestyle, and one sees this evident in expatriates engaged in a game of tennis. The French influence is pronounced in the masquerade carnival dance. This masked celebration is blended with Indian idioms, but remains essentially the gift of the French festive tradition. The Gothic churches of Pondicherry are monuments of faith. The Church of Sacred Heart remains as impressive as it is sacrosanct. The Gothic arches and stained glasses are the finest examples of Christian art forms. These remarkable creations accentuate the all-pervading spirituality. But the South Indian tradition is inherent and indigenous. It flourishes in the dances held in the temple compounds. Here, the local customs and music are woven into intricate rhythmic movements and balancing acts, as well as colorful enactments of ancient mythologies and religious tales. Kaliyattam, the dance which depicts the destruction of the demon by goddess Kali, is a vibrant dance form, representative of the cultural ethos. For the tourist, these dances certify an encounter with the exotic, but for the local inhabitants, they are a celebration of a way of life. The integration of various cultures and religions is evident in the splendid mosques of Pondicherry, like this one in Karaikal, 160 kilometres from Pondicherry town. The spiritual ambience of Pondicherry is further heightened by the Aurobindo Ashram. This ashram was founded by the mother in 1926 as a tribute to Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, who preached the ideals of human unity. An extension of the ashram concept is Auroville, a city representing the vision of Sri Aurobindo and his principal disciple, the mother. The settlements are all landscaped in a peaceful pastoral surrounding. And the heart of the complex is the Matri Mandir, work on whose hemispherical shape began in 1971 and is now almost complete. Auroville and the ashram today have become pilgrimage centres for thousands of devotees from the world over and are synonymous with Pondicherry itself. But for the average tourist, Pondicherry is primarily the beach and the sea. The golden sands and the long coastline, all of which make it the perfect holiday destination, for the sun-kissed waves and the salt-drenched air still welcomes the visitor every day of the year. The region has already been given infrastructural support to sustain modern tourist traffic. Pondicherry is being served by a modern airport, and Vayudut planes link it with the rest of India. The buses and taxis are part of the effort to give tourists all the basic amenities. While the beachside cafe is a favorite tourist haunt. A series of such delightful coffee shops is being set up along the esplanade. Pondicherry has hotels to meet all budgets, from the youth hostel for the economy-conscious visitor to the beach resorts with their evocative architecture and attractive locations, the holiday mood matching the geographical tone of the locale. A 160 kilometers from Pondicherry and linked to it by a highway is the town of Karaikal. This quaint township is an ancient pilgrim center with distinctive character and architecture. The Muslim influences in the buildings and the Tamil architecture still coexist in certain areas. Here, the backwaters of the Bay of Bengal are fed by numerous rivers. And in this huge beach area, an important water sports complex is being developed, a complex to include boating, windsurfing, and other beach-related activities. Pondicherry, as it is today, is a blend of the Occident and the Orient. And the policeman with his French-influenced cap or the street signs which betray the French language remind the tourist that here on Indian soil, integrated into Indian culture, a little piece of France and French heritage still remains.